Hey guys, I'm Paradox. Welcome to the Crusader Kings 2 Old Gods Let's Play. Basically, I let you guys vote, and there was an obvious winner, as you can see. There was actually two main candidates. There wasn't really anyone. There was a few other mentions and a few nice ones which I liked the sound of, but overall, there were two that really stood out. That was one being set in England, particularly as Jorvik, or King Halfdan Whiteshirt, the man himself. And also the Zoroastrians. They are a religion in Persia, if you guys don't know. They used to be quite influential back in the day, but by this point they've started to fall back, particularly obviously to the Muslim faith. Let's go on religious map. As you can see, Zoroastrian. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. I'm probably completely butchering that. Sorry about that. But yeah, they're over here. They have a few nice things. I really like this idea. The reason I didn't mention this, in my giving you guys a choice video was because actually I didn't think anyone would choose it. And I was actually quite glad to be mistaken. I was really glad to see so many people choose it. If people really do enjoy this series, this particular Let's Play, I may, very likely do a Zoroastrian Let's Play because there's a few nice cool things you can do with them. I think if I remember correctly, you confirm Persia. Obviously, the whole religious aspect, you can make this, a strong religion again, form the church and stuff like that. There's a few extras they've added into this downloadable content and the patch, which I've really been waiting for. And I'll show you guys in a second. There's a few mechanics. But yeah, and actually, seeing as I'm in the religious view, just wanted to show you guys if you haven't seen. As you can see, there's a massive amount of craziness with the religions. Catholicism is still quite big, and obviously so is the Muslims, Sunni and Shia. But the Slavics are massive. The Nords, the Norse religion is quite big. Sumonescu, I've actually know nothing, but that's the religion I know nothing about. I literally have no idea what that one's about. But you have Tengri as well. You have Orthodox, the Zoroastrians. They've all got a bit of breathing room, if you know what I mean. So it'll be interesting to see how these religions grow and stuff. Also, if you actually click on a religion, so we're on Norse at the moment, you can see these holy sites. I'll get onto these in a second, but that's a really nice aspect I've been waiting for. I don't know why it wasn't there in the first place, but yeah, let's get out of that. I'll obviously show you guys me and my family, obviously. Obviously, me and my nice little family. It's important. We just set the scenario, set the scene. But yeah, basically, this is my position at the moment. We're a bunch of scoundrels, adventurers, and family off on an adventure to pillage and loot England. At the moment, England is divided between a number of petty kingdoms. Wessex, East Anglia, Cornwall, a couple in Wales, the Petty Kingdom of Mercia, and obviously Northumberland. Now obviously, you got Ireland, obviously it's a complete mess. Scotland is a bit more stable. We got the Kingdom of Scotland there, and obviously the Petty Kingdom of Cedric. I'm going to say loads of these names completely wrong, particularly the Norse one. I'm absolutely terrible with Norse names. No idea how to say them. And I'm sorry if any of you guys who are from Scandinavia or Denmark or Sweden, Norway, I'm sorry. I'm going to butcher those names completely up. If you can tell me obviously in the comment section how to actually say them, that'd be great. That'd be probably helpful actually for the future reference. But yeah, that's our position at the moment. Now I'm just going to go through a couple of the new stuff. Obviously the councils is the same as normal. There's my council. At the moment we can only have Galvakine succession, which is not good. It's not really how I like to play, but obviously I like to roleplay. Like I say, these Let's Plays are going to be like all my other ones in the past, filled with treachery, deceit, death, bad stuff happening, good stuff happening, success, losses, and obviously I'm going to try and keep to my characters. Try and keep to the situations they would do. Obviously I'll go through my plans in a second, what my aims are, what my goals are initially. Obviously world dominance is the main one, but you need some ideas of how to get there. So yeah, we can change Galvakine once we form a religion. Once the Norse religion has been, I forgot how you called it, it's sort of reformed. I think it's reforming the faith. I'll show you guys in a second. So yeah, that's slightly annoying, but I can live with that. Technology, that one has been completely redone. As you can see, it looks much nicer. You got these little cogs here that tell you sort of how much it grows by each year. Also your neighbour bonus. So basically how well your neighbours are doing also affects you. So this is a really nice thing, I hardly would ever do anything. I didn't actually know this. You actually get bonuses for each section. I did not even notice that. But yeah, it's a much nicer way of doing it. I'm really glad because I would just look at my technology the first time, go away, click what I want, go away. 100 of years, maybe 100 years, and not even click on it again. So I'm glad they've changed it up a little bit. It's a much better idea now, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works. Ooh, we've got good shipbuilding. Not really surprised. Okay, not much culture, but we might change that. We'll see. We'll see. Obviously, my military is the same as normal. Don't think there's anything new there. Intrigue. I'll show you a few of the decisions I can do. We've obviously got Commission a Runestone, which is basically we make a runestone for like a dead parent or something, and it just gives us, I think, personal wealth 100%. Yeah, lose some gold, but I think people like you a bit better. Maybe more prestige or something. I can't remember exactly. Then there's hold a great bloat. Hold a great bloat together with your vassals and offer sacrifices to the gods for good harvest and success in the battlefield. This can only be done every ninth year. Okay, didn't know that. Basically like a grand feast in a way, you know what I mean? With a sort of religious things involved as well. But that's really that for that. Factions the same. And here we go, this is the big one, religion. Now, of any of the sort of non-main religions, the pagan faiths and stuff, and I think Zoroastrian can be done as well. You can actually reform your religion. See, reform the Norse faith, which basically sort of makes it into a proper religion. And for this, you need 3 of the 5 holy sites. So I was talking to you guys before about holy sites. You need to be able to control 3 of them and a number of other things, piety and stuff, things to have. But the holy sites are the main one. So it's really important to try and get 3 of those sites, and we could actually reform the faith. That is going to be one of my challenges. I'm going to try and reform our faith. We're going to try and spread the Norse religion as far as we can. And that's what I really like about this mod. Not mod, sorry. God, what am I talking about? This downloadable content. It's really sort of flushed out the religion. Made it a bit more actually I want to do stuff with it. Before I just never bothered with it. I just keep everyone happy, try and keep everyone the same. But for this one, it looks really interesting. Obviously, it's like 2 Christians have 2 of the holy sites, so we have to try and take those back. But we'll see. So that is really that for there. That's some of the new features. One other feature actually I think is really awesome to mention is, when you have rebels, they just pop up, they fight a little bit, they win, they don't really take much and they go away. It was always a bit boring. They didn't seem they were like rebels without cause, let's say. That's a perfect way to describe them. They now have causes. The rebels will now appear with a leader, and they'll also have like something they want, like maybe independence, or maybe culture change, maybe faith change, or stuff like that. I haven't seen, like I say, I literally haven't played anything yet. I've just literally looked at things beforehand. So I'm really looking forward to that, because that is probably the thing I most wanted, because I just found the rebels being really stupid, and it was like, what's the point? Like, you can't give them what they want, because they don't really want anything most of the time. They're just really there to just cause hassle. So it's really cool about that. I'm really happy about that. And the last thing before I start jumping in doing stuff, sorry about this long introduction, but I think it's good to really show what's going on, particularly with people who don't have the game or don't have the downloadable content. It's good to know what's going on, particularly because I know a lot of you guys watch my stuff for Game of Thrones, the Game of Thrones mod and stuff. So yeah, as you can see, the world is completely split apart, particularly after the death of Charlemagne. His kingdoms have been completely split up. You've got Italy, again another one I'm going to completely butcher, La Thuringia, West Francia, East Francia, Bavaria, Great Moravia. These 2 obviously aren't part of Charlemagne's empire. Just talking about some of the big players. Aquitaine. Everything is much more split up. And one thing I'm really looking forward to is not just how well I do and the success and the stories we can tell, but also how the rest of the world is going to look in a few years' time, because it's so split up. There's no Holy Roman Empire blob. There's no France blob that you just can't break down, or at least it's hard to break down. This time it's actually going to be like there's equal players all fighting with each other. So I'm really looking forward to see how this goes. And again with the religions as well, it's going to be interesting to see how things form up. Obviously the Byzantine Empire is quite big, but they've always got interior problems going on. They generally don't expand too much, at least in the vanilla game. Maybe in this download content in this scenario they do. But it's going to be interesting to see. So I'm really looking forward to this. We might as well jump straight in. I'm going to talk about my plans. Okay, my plan obviously is to take as much as England as possible in this first war. As we're fighting these guys, whatever places we can take, there's places we can gain. So I want to try and gain as much as I can. I'm not sure how many men my enemies have. So I'm going to have a look to see what sort of numbers we might be facing beforehand. I've got an ally, one of my brothers. I can call another one of my brothers in, so that's good. We can maybe get him to get involved as well. So my general plan is to get as much as I can, try and do as well as I can in this war. It's a major thing for me. And then secondly, what I'm going to do is obviously try and spread the faith as much as possible, the Norse faith, wherever we go, and reform the faith. Those would be my two big things. But also, my strategic plan is, once we've gained as much as we can, I'm then going to try and form England. I'm not sure if these guys can actually form England per se, but we're going to try and unite it at least geographically. And then what I might do is then from there, from my island's position, from my island position of England, we have our own little island, we're going to spread to the islands, because this place is completely split up as usual, and so it means they might be easy to pick off. So I'm going to spread over to there, maybe take on Scotland, but also I'm going to use it as a base to take on continental Europe, because obviously these guys are completely split up now. Hopefully this means they might be easy to attack once I've gained more power. So we're going to use this basically as a base to really expand to the rest of the world. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes. Obviously I want to try and aim for this area because I know some of the holy sites are here. Let me click and actually just make sure the holy sites are. Okay, we got one there. So I want to try and take that place. We got one there. One there. Is that one? No, it's not. Where's the other ones? Oh, it's the ones there. Okay. I know there's another one. Where's the other one? Is it... No, that's not it. Huh. Oh, they're Norse up here. Did not even see that. I have no idea what the last one is. Let's go check. Oh, okay, it's here. Ah. So that's a holy site of the Norse faith. Okay. So we might aim to try and take these two. And then try and take one of them from... This one's owned by a relative, so we could always try and inherit that or claim it. So yeah, I guess we might try and aim for those. But we'll see how it goes. That's going to probably be a later thing in the future, not right now. Right now I need to deal with this war and expanding. And then we can think about how we can take those holy sites. That's my plans right now. Introducing my family, obviously. First off, King Halfdan first. White shirt of Jorvik. He's a pretty good general, if I have to say so myself. He's a craven though. Okay. Just going on, he's a good general, but he's apparently a craven. He is cruel. He is wrath. He is ambitious. So basically he's a bit of a nasty piece of work. He's rough and cruel, but he's also a bit of a craven. But he's ambitious. So he's a bit of a nasty piece of work if I do say so. Hunter, obviously, Viking. Gives him 1+1 martial. Okay. And skilled tactician. Okay, that's me. I have obviously 3 sons. They're all legitimized bastards. So the good thing is I can still get married. That's the thing I forgot to point out. As you can see, I can still get married. So once I've won this war, I can set about thinking about who I want to marry. That's going to be my plan. I'm going to have a look around, see if I can make an alliance with someone in England. We'll see who's powerful after I've won the war, or if I lose the war. I might lose the war. There's my son, Sigfrid. He's not particularly adept at anything. Bastard son. He's envious, arbitrary, slothful, temperate. Basically a bit of a sloth. Well, a bit of a slouch, if you know what I mean. He doesn't seem impressive at all. Seems to be a bit, nah. That's what our son's like. Our second son, Gudfrid. I'm going to say good. I say I'm probably butchering these names up completely, but nah. He's rough, honest, charitable, and cynical. He's okay at diplomacy though. He's a bit better than his brother, I'd say, but yeah, he's got good. What's that one? Mark has character special interest. Oh, okay, did not even see that before. And then the last brother is Ragnar. He's actually married. He is arbitrary, deceitful, zealous, and kind. So he's a bit of a more of a nice one than his brothers, but he's probably a nice because he's religious. But he doesn't really care. He's basically like, I'm religious and nice, but I don't really care what goes on. And his wife. Okay. And he's not particularly good at anything either. So that's my family. Obviously, I could go for my brothers, but there's not much point. That's going to take up more time. Okay, let's see what's going on with this war then. Probably look at these actually two first. Petty Kingdom. We can call in allies. First off, I'm going to call in my ally. Might as well. No reason not to. I need to get married. I'll wait to get married till after the war. Same for my son. Pick an ambition. Any new ambitions? Become King of England. There you go. Well, we can become King of England. If pagan, it allows him the unlimited use of the subjugation casse ballet within the kingdom. This ambition cannot be cancelled. That is nice. I like that. Improve learning, get married. Do you know what? There's no win the war and stuff. They're quite basic ones. I don't think he really cares about any of them apart from this one. He is ambitious. We're going to aim to become King of England. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's sorted. Okay, so I've got 7,000 men, it seems. All, basically made up of adventurers and guys looking to plunder and steal. I think we'll lead the charge. It's a sort of... Then again, he's a craven, isn't he? Yeah, I don't think he'd actually bother. No, he's ambitious. He knows he's the best. He's ambitious. He knows he needs to lead. Let's keep it like that then. Okay, Uber is my half-brother. Okay. So you're Uber also with us. He's a pretty good marshal as well. Greedy, zealous, honest, and brave. Okay, much better than me. Maybe he should be leading this. Is he the best one? Okay, so I have a Sunni on Toke. My courtier. Cruel, just, gregarious, zealous, diligent, kind, shy, and deceitful. See, I'd probably go with Toke more. He sounds much more of a capable sort of person that I would probably enjoy. Why would I care if he's kind? Why the hell would I care? This guy's, he's cruel and zealous and gregarious. This guy's probably more my thing. So we'll bring him along with us. So us three will lead the charge. Now I seem to think about how I'm going to take on this war. Now obviously the main perpetrator is Northumberland. That's how many men they can sort of raise. 260, 300, that's 500, 700, 1,000, 1,200, 1,600. Maybe close to 2,000. Basically, actually, I have a massive advantage over these guys. Let's just check on Mercia, because that is a big area he has, I have to admit. Just to see, because overall, they probably could beat me. This is probably the thing, they probably set this scenario up so that all together they can beat me, but separated they can't. Yeah, this guy could probably raise a good amount of men. Sounds like good. Can I raise any more? There's none at all I can raise. Retineers. Mercenary groups, actually. The Victual Brothers, okay. 3,000 men. Pretty good. How much money? I have no money. I basically have no money. The Scottish band and the Irish band. The Lithuanian band. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. And I'm going to head off. Which way should I go? I'm probably going to attack Northumberland first. Is that the best idea? I'm going to head to Northumberland just because the war's with him. Ooh, and there's 11,000 men with me? I did not even see that. Whose army is that? Okay. So we've got 11,000. Wow, okay. I would hope we could destroy these guys. Okay, let's start this off then. Sorry about the long time it's taken. Bristol Joe claims, Leicester, and Lincoln. Okay. To the Honourable King Halfdan the First, peace with you. Of course I'll honour my obligation. That's great. So we've now got Geland. Okay. What is that exactly? Okay, so we've basically got Denmark helping us. I won't call it Denmark, obviously, because it's not Denmark, but it's the area, geographically, of Denmark. Oh, 4,000 men there now. Are they following me? That's why. Lincoln. Okay. So they're heading south, while I'm heading north. Ooh, 3,000 army. Now, personally, I would like to take out that Northumberland army before they can get any stronger. That has a much bigger army than I thought they would have. So I want to try and take that out. Do they have a river or something? I should be able to defeat them easy. Dunbar. Durham. No, there's no river between us. That's good. Even with a river, I should be able to defeat them. Okay. Ooh, looking forward to these new events, actually, eh? Bishop Eudes, a preacher in the service of King Charles II of West Francia, has arrived in Jorvik to spread the gospel of their foreign religion. He has little regard for our old faith, declaring it sinful, and he's explained in detail the horrors we shall suffer in the afterlife unless we mend our ways. There are horrors to suffer in this life as well, friend. Well, I'm obviously not going to give in to him, because like I say, one of my main aims is to make the Nordish faith massive, which is obviously, is part, what's the point in playing this download content the first time unless you're going to try it? What's the point in just giving into the Christian faith? Tell us more of God. No, I'm going to throw him in the dungeon. I'm sorry. We've imprisoned him. West Francia is not going to be happy.